Well, we're up on the forest, moving a few cows around. Gonna start haying today, but came up over the 4th of July weekend to check these forest cows. I hadn't looked at my phone for a couple days, so I looked and see a bunch are out in the neighbors, mixed with theirs. A bunch of fence was down, and I don't know if a storm pushed them through or maybe some predators, but they pushed through the fence collar line. So we're up here this morning straightening this out. I kind of fixed the fence yesterday, and now we'll get ours back in and sorted from the neighbors. Then we'll shove them from the first pasture here on this hillside up over the top of that hill. For some reason they're just not going. I think they came up against the fence line so many times that they just gave up on trying to get out. So we'll get them to the next pasture and squared away. Cooper just coming with another bunch. Got the neighbors pretty much sorted off, and now we're pushing them to the back side of this pasture where they don't want to go. There's a pretty good trail, but they like to go down through this timber, so got to just zigzag back and forth and make sure they all get out of here. Hi, cow. Hi, cows. Cinch hasn't been working, so he's a little bit out of shape. Hi, cows. Well, we made it over with quite a few of them. Looks like a good chunk anyway here. So they should be happy here in the next drainage. Hopefully they don't go back. Last year they went back on us twice. So we had a heck of a time. Find the new salt here and should hang out. There, they'll wander off to the next water hole and stay in this area for about 4 weeks. And I'll open up vents and let them down this canyon here next. Well, these must not have found the salt blocks on top of the hill for a while. They're kind of salt hungry. That's where the cows have been for the last 2 weeks or so. Right down there's the stock tank that we paired out at. So this is what we pushed them out of and over the hill. And right down there where those cows are, that's the neighbors. That's where they were mixed. Yeah, just shoved them right on the other side of this ridge in the timber and over the top. Cooper said there's a handful that looped around on us and went back down to the stock tank. But they'll find their way out, or else we'll get them another time. He's down there. Kicked a few of the neighbors that we had to sort out on the way, kicked those out, shut the gate, and I'll go back down this road. The trailer's just over this little rise here. And we'll move on to what we were supposed to do today, which is start cutting hay in Deer Lodge. Started haying in Avon. Cut that pivot in Deer Lodge of new seeding because it had a bunch of weeds in it, and wanted to get that cleaned up. Now we're here in Avon. Window's pretty dirty there. cutting some hay that I bought on the stump from a neighbor that had too much hay and didn't want to put it up, which is kind of odd since we're in a drought now, but they had a bunch of carryover hay. So got it bought on the stump. We'll get it put up. There's a little over 100 acres, I think. That's what he told me, but it feels like more. We'll see when we get done, but that's what we're up to today.
Today's the last day that we're gonna cut here at this other guy's place. So Dad got his swather stuck yesterday right there, trying to cut.
Very end of the day, it started to rain and I was gonna finish up and I wound up stuck because I've never cut this place before and I got lost out here.
But Cooper was here and he had his swather, so he got Dad out.
Well, he gave me a ride back out.
Yeah. And that guy over chain and pull that out. Since he didn't have a chain, he just didn't get himself pulled out.
I hauled this tractor and baler straight from Townsend to Deer Lodge so we could bale the new seating pivot. Cooper got the pivot all raked up in the morning, and then I'm going to load the rake up and take it home so we can start raking that hay that I bought on the stump in Avon. Mandy was going to learn how to bale today, so we have another baler operator when we get busy.
So I'm helping Dad today. And then the trailer.
Cutting in Avon now. John Paul and Reece and the swathers. So gonna get this all cut down today. Kids are with Reece, so I'm gonna get them because I bet they're bored by now. Good hay weather in the 80s. Knocking out one field at a time. Just playing in the hayfields.
Come on!
Just diving into the... Good thing they don't have your allergies.
Let's see, got another here in a second. Move from across canyon there where we were cutting the hay that I bought on the stump. Now we're right behind the town of Avon cutting some hay for Dad. Just gonna do some of the higher ground that might dry out, and then we'll move out by our house and Benson's and cut a little bit of dry ground, and then we're off to Finn, where my brother's place is. Gonna cut probably all of his hay. Takes about 4 or 5 days, and then start back to Avon and maybe get back to Deer Lodge. Just bouncing around trying to get what's dry and burning. Got started late morning baling. This place that I'm buying on the stump, had to finish baling that new seating pivot in Deer Lodge. So I finished baling that, and Mom started baling this, and then kind of got up to green hay. It's real heavy down there in the bottom. Ground was a little damp. So we're up to green hay tonight. We'll go at it again tomorrow, and I hauled 3 semi-loads off. They want it off the meadow right away so that they can get their water on. They want some fall grazing. Was one of the big reasons they brought me in to buy the hay, because they knew I'd get it off quick and be able to get it done. So one more load tonight, and I think I'll call it an evening. Betsy's first time running the semi, but we're moving it around the field for me. That's what she wanted to.
All the equipment this morning. We'll get this all raked and baled up today and head to the next small field. And the children can't be away from Dad, so they've been with him non-stop the past couple days. So excited to play with Dad. Sit in the equipment, but they only last about an hour and then they're bored. Crew's hard at it. We got Mandy and a baler there, and Lynn and another baler, and Cooper's just leaving with the rake, I think. So that's good. Getting another piece done, out of the way on this lovely hot July day.
We're baling hay for the neighbors. We usually do some of theirs. They still do the loose hay stacks, but they have some pieces that they can't get the stack to very good, or a corner that's burning and they can't get the slide over to it. So they'll cut it with sickle bar mowers, then rake it up, and then I come in and just bale it. So we're doing some dry ground for them now before it burns up. So Baylor's helping me, and Addie is in with my mom or Grandma Lynn, and she's baling too.
Reece is baling for the neighbor. Gosh, what a view that is, huh? Helping them get some of these done. They do loose stacks, so this rougher ground is harder to do big stacks, so they get us to bale this little spot. 7:30 at night, and we're still haying. I'm bringing them dinner in the field, grabbing the kids, and heading to bed. For us, not so much Reece. I made you chicken. Field dinner and a beer, because you have a good wife. Huh?
Good for another couple hours.
Oh, great. Work till dark, huh?
Well, hopefully not that. Probably dark. Yeah.